Alright guys, it has been a hot minute since I've done a new recording session outside of Gears of War or Doom. I'm coming back with more Destiny 2, the bread and butter, you know what I'm saying? It's been a while since we've recorded Destiny 2 after Act 1. A lot of changes have happened from the TWABs and the patch notes and stuff like that. Them saying that for future releases during the episodes, every act's full story will be released, like Act 1. You can literally play for like 6 or 7 hours to get the entire story of Act 1, and then you have several weeks of grinding and having fun in the campaign, or having fun in the activities, and then you come back a couple weeks later to do Act 2, and then a couple weeks later to do Act 3. Sure, I'm down with that. I don't know what that's going to do for recording sessions for those future acts. To get through all of it, the entire story stuff, man, it'll be like a couple hours worth of recording to do. But I mean, sure, let's go for it, I guess. The only thing that I find, what is it? I'm trying to have fun with Destiny right now, I really am, but there's something about this that I, for the life of me, I'm trying to have fun grinding in the Pale Heart for weapons, but after you have Ergo Sum and after you have the Catalyst, I have every permutation of Ergo Sum I can get my hands on that I think I would want. Then now we're just grinding for the exotic class items, and I can either do, you know, a 20 to 30 minute mission inside of the Dual Destinies mission, or I can just grind public events, and I have all the armor on all my characters now at this point. I have all the weapons craftable. I, for the life of me, don't have a reason to go back to the Pale Heart anymore. Not even for like the weekly story missions. If the weekly story missions provided us a guaranteed roll of our exotic class items, that'd be cool. I know like the missions do, but unlike Grandmaster Nightfalls, where you're able to get like Ascendant Shards, Adept Weapons, Exotics, multiple of everything below that, I mean, you only get one copy of the exotic class item now. I think I don't think Destiny. I think Bungie really needs to put it away for us to earn multiple copies of the exotic class item. If it'd be cool if you can turn in like your Pale Heart engrams to the Ghost in order to, you know, get a copy of it. If like every time you did a reputation reset with the Ghost, so you got an automatic guaranteed copy of it, it would be something. I haven't had a chance to do the raid yet either, guys. I'm trying to find a day where I can do it. I'm trying to like study up on the raid, if I'm being perfectly honest. I know at this point the raid's been out for like 3 or 4 weeks, and people have done it multiple times at this point. I don't know. I'm trying to find a day where I can do it. I have a really long weekend this weekend. I just started a new job too, so we haven't had a prime opportunity to do so yet. So I'm trying to find a day to do it. I think I'm gonna do it this weekend for sure, if I can. I'm trying to find a good time to try to do it. Sorry about that. I know everybody's probably waiting for the raid video to see me struggle at it, at least. How are you guys still liking the season? You guys still having fun with the seasonal stuff? The seasonal activity is really fun when you can get like all the little samples to deposit at the very end, because you're guaranteed to get like a lot of weapon rolls. You can get yourself enhancement materials and crafting materials. You can even get yourself some exotics too. That's really cool. And the missions don't take very long. Those missions are way more rewarding than the Pale Heart grind stuff for the exotic class items. My Titan probably has the best one that I'm willing to grind on my Titan. Like, on the Titan, is so slow to grind. He has, I think, the Heart of Inmost Light and Armamentarium class item, which is great. He just has ability spam. My Warlock definitely got the best one. He has like Apotheos Veil and Star Eaters for his bond, so his super does a buttload of extra damage when he gathers extra orbs. And Apotheos Veil, he has really high regen for his grenade and melee, so he can really spam. He has a really good damage rotation. He also got Necrotic Grips and Claws of Ahamkara, so like he has an extra melee charge, and his melee's poison, so I mean he's set. He got some crazy good luck, and he's really up there too. My Hunter, even when I do grind for those exotic class items, my Hunter keeps getting stuff like Sixth Coyote, Dragon's Shadow, Worm Husk. I've gotten like every permutation of those cloaks, and nothing even worthwhile. The only two things that I think are even remotely cool are Spirit of the Dragon and Spirit of the Liar, and then this one is Spirit of Caliban and Spirit of the Kyratarish. It basically just gives you grenades for Grant Woven Mail. It's good utility, so I mean, it's the god roll for hunters is Liar's Handshake and Caliban's Hand, and I'm still grinding away at that, but nothing's come close. So those are my thoughts so far. And again, if you guys have been enjoying the Destiny stuff, be sure to leave a like down below. Be sure to subscribe. I'm kind of saying this a little bit earlier in the video than I normally do, just because I want to keep making content for you guys. The channel has gotten a lot of new subscribers recently. It's still relatively small, but I appreciate everyone who's new, who's tuning in, and don't think I don't appreciate you guys. I really do. So let's jump back into it. Okay, Ikora wants us to check in with her. We're not going to the helm immediately. That's cool. The last thing we were going through on this story was Saint Ikora and Osiris.
The witness is dead.
Okay.
There was no predicting what would come next.
Right.
But this is what we know.
Is this last time on Destiny?
When the witness fell, the Black Fleet's eons of salvation and death surged. Its darkness merged with the Traveler's light, formed first into memory, and then into shape. This impossible object, this echo of the fleet's victims, holds immense power. And it was left for anyone to find. The echo grants the ability to compel. To control. To command. And with it, the Conductor has the potential to turn their threat into our annihilation.
It's kind of like the treasure hoard of the Witness's fleets when they were destroyed. It basically like launched all their prizes. I guess with the Witness conquering, you know, several what is it, like population? I'm forgetting the word. Why am I forgetting the word? The Witness conquered several different civilizations, and he stole and cataloged and like held the valuables within the Black Fleet. And I guess upon his death, all those pieces of equipment were scattered everywhere. And the very specific...
The wilting loyalty to the Vanguard is not going unnoticed.
And the very specific artifact that is found on Nessus is some sort of object that allows the wielder to compel forces to do their bidding. It is an interesting... What the hell? How is he all the way down there? It is a very compelling artifact that it allows you just to bend the wills of those around you.
Genocide. Thousands of civilizations across the universe, all visited by the Black Fleet, all lost to the violence of the final shape. That's where this echo comes from. At least, that's our theory. Reports from the Pale Heart, readings on the valence emanating from the Traveler. Everything we faced when we stared down the Witness and broke its fleet. At first, we didn't know what to call them, but echoes seemed apt. Memories from the victims of the pyramids, held by the darkness, then coalesced by the light into artifacts as sharp and fatal as their pain.
Okay.
If darkness is memory, and light is form, what else could they be? But there's still so much we don't know. Is this the only one? What forgotten people gave form to this echo? What was their final cry at their end? For control? A means to turn back their oppressors? My Hidden will keep searching for whatever answers the Witness's death can give us. Hopefully they number more than the questions it left behind. But we need to stop the Conductor and secure the echo. Guardian, descend into Nessus. Massive amounts of radiolaria have been diverted beneath the planet's crust. We need to find out what the Vex are building there.
Even she's kind of like saying that like the darkness, the Witness's fleet had conquered countless civilizations and they stored their their valuables, but I guess like finalized or put them in like the vaults within the Black Fleet for storage and remembrance of their destruction. And she's right, darkness is memory, and light is form personified. When you combine the memory of an object from darkness with the light to make it real once again, whatever object is on Nessus is what is the result. And she's like, what kind of civilization built an item like this? Something that can compel the will of those who wield it. It's almost like taking, like the Oryx did with the Taken. Being able to compel people to do your bidding. I wonder if this artifact helped them learn how to take and to make the Taken. Because that's what the Taken are too. It's compelling them against their will to fight for you. Interesting. That's just me theory crafting. What is she saying? Thousands of civilizations across the universe, all visited by the Black Fleet. Memories from their victim of the pyramids. Memories from the victims of the pyramids, held by the darkness, then coalesced by the light into artifacts sharp. That's where this echo comes from. At least that's our theory. Yeah, it's a pretty good theory. Ahead and we'll keep searching for whatever answers the witness's death can help give us. Need to find out what the Vex are building there. I wonder if... complete the Battleground, delve into Nessus. I wonder if... I don't think this is I wonder if, like the Hive Gods, the Witness fought other gods of other civilizations, and, like, finalized them and stored them. I wonder if, like, an Echo is going to be, like, a person. It's going to be, like, a creature from, like, myth or something, right? Like, somebody from somebody's culture. But I guess if that's the case, there's not going to be any record of them, you know what I'm saying? They're just going to be missing. Battleground Delve. That would be really cool, like an old god of an ancient civilization who lost a fight against the Witness, got finalized and put back into like the darknesses or the Pyramid Fleet's like records, and then with the Witness's death, he's like a god is unleashed, and it's like a new threat for the Destiny universe. That would be an idea. Fickrel has an Echo that seems to be some sort of noose, like head of his staff, and it seems to allow to turn the Scorn and the Fallen to like bloodthirsty vampires. That's an interesting artifact. This one seems tame by comparison, because this is literally just like it's literally some sort of object that just allows to compel the will of individuals. Oh, wow! It really just starts us off here.
Captain. As you can see, the Vex have drained the Radiolarian Lake located in this sector.
We suspect it is at the Conductor's instruction, but we do not know the reason why.
They're building something at the center of the planet.
There is a 99.9 repeating percent chance that the reason is nefarious in nature. Please investigate. Local fallen factions have taken interest in the Vex. You should remind them why that's a bad idea. And, Captain, watch out for the Fallen. Their reasons are probably nefarious too.
Dusk Splicers have put up a barrier. Use their data against them.
We're trying to break their barriers going forward. Okay, we're at the top. We have all the things we need to get inside.
We can only assume the Fallen here are searching for the Echo for themselves.
It doesn't take a Vex simulation to know that would be really bad.
If they secure it, it will be as disastrous as the Conductor. We cannot allow their interference to persist.
They don't have an overarching leader, though, like the Vex do. Who even leads the houseless Fallen anymore? Planetary piston here. I wonder what this lets us see. I think I should probably put one of these on.
Failsafe tells me the Vex are advancing on your position. Be careful, Guardian.
I wonder why... combination blow? I feel like I'm not being able to chain. I guess does combination blow provide the stacking damage? Is that what it is? There we go. These are lasers carving away at the center. Oh! Oh, are we going down now? Back to where we found Saint-14 again? What is his name? Baron something? Okay, so this is where we found Saint-14 before, so now we're going underneath this now. Nice.
These caves were carved by the retroactive flow of radiolaria caused by Vex time manipulation. The insolvent trade now is worrying. Where is it all going?
Something in the center of the planet is using all this radiolaria fluid to build something, I think. Giant Vex mind or something? Some sort of, like, body for the Conductor? I'm letting them collect all the samples as we go. Maybe I missed a piston or something. all this down here was covered up by radiolaria gunk or something. It is pretty, like in a jungle kind of vibe. Oh, we have this now. And we're jumping in. There is a... what is it called? Calyx, Baron of House Dusk.
Captain, you must free the Hydra from captivity. Then, you know, snag it.
Oh yeah, combination blows gives us the amount, the stacks of damage. He was a Baron for House Dusk.
The fallen barrier is down. Finish this, Guardian.
Take down the Hydra. Hydra's teleporting now. They knew new stuff. It disappeared. Did we even take it down?
The Vex block our path. They're aware of our intention. Wherever the radiolaria leads will tell us what we need to know about the conductor. We must delve further into Nessus. Failsafe.
The data contained in that Hydra will allow me to extract the authorization codes required to progress further into Nessus. Bring it back to the helm, and I can get started on cracking it open.
You heard her, Guardian.
Interesting. That was a quick battleground. I guess maybe that just went by really fast and we didn't notice. I don't even know. We got a new... I mean, I didn't even see the boss, but I guess it's like a low-level battleground. It might be harder on newer difficulties. Your radiolite sampler can extract and isolate unique segments of mutated radiolaria within discoverable nodes of radiolite. Use your radiolaria sampler to extract Vex code mutations from radiolite incubators from an episode Echo's activities. Extracting from iridescent incubators provides the greatest chance to find code mutations. So I need to like do activities and use like the hammer to like get myself bonus stuff. Engram, yes, yes. Is it higher quality of boots? I guess. Let's go to the helm real quick. I think we just got one of the new rocket-assisted pistols, didn't we? A Baron action. Nice. Let's head to the helm. I've been saving up a lot of my engrams to like buy new copies of the newer weapons, so let's go there. Man, we're gonna really have to farm one of the activities just to get all of our stuff. By the looks of it, because it wants us to like get radiolite samples. And then we got, yeah, don't need this. I guess I don't need that either. Did anything go to the postmaster? I don't think it did. Yeah, I have this. Another dime a dozen, ergo sum. Alright, let's see. I have plenty of engrams to give you. I don't think I can buy another red border pistol from you, can I? What the heck? You don't even have the new stuff. Oh, what? How do I earn it? Just weapon focusing? Oh, man, that is so lame. I have to just, like, randomly get it from stuff now. Clown cartridge firing line? What about the other one? Moving target opening shot. I don't even know if Line in the Sand is a very good PvP linear fusion. You can probably get better ones that are craftable. The clown cartridge firing line is a pretty good roll, though. I think some of the best rolls I've gotten are like clown cartridge reservoir burst, and like demo and volt shot are always really cool. Don't think I can deposit anything else over here. Dang it! All right, we're gonna do an Echoes activity, guys, and we'll just come back with the next quest step. I'm kind of frustrated that the new stuff is not even purchasable. How the hell do I get my hands on it then? Wow, they're just being greedy. All right, we'll be back here in a second. We're gonna come back once we have the next quest step.
Guardian secured. Data acquired, Captain. Processing packets for Vanguard transfer.
Yes, data. It will show us what is true and what is not.
Saint Unit, may I offer an observation?
If you must.
Your friends present data, affirming your place. The conductor presents data to the contrary. I suggest the only data that matters is yours. If I internalized everything people said about me, it would get pretty dark in here.
She tried to help him get over it. He's trying to like help him overcome like his insecurities about supposedly not being the original Saint-14. He's still in the dumps about that. Wow, 68 for a graviton forfeit, not bad. All right, 64. I mean, we can always get better. That's why I like that activity, because that activity always gives you so much. Loot. We were able to get all that done in like a single run, actually. So we have the new stuff. We just gotta go to Failsafe now, and we're gonna do an upgrade for her. Hopefully it's an upgrade that allows us to frickin' get the new stuff. I'm here to grind. I mean, I saved up all these materials in order to grind for the new equipment. Turn to the helm to activate Failsafe's upgrade tool. We need to get Failsafe a body. I need to get her off of the Nesses, because again, I feel like it's gonna implode at some point, or turn into a giant Vex monster, and it's not gonna be good for her to stay there anyways. Activate upgrade protocol? What happened? Oh, more foliage came out here. Nice. Speak with the newly upgraded Failsafe in the helm. Is she going to become, like, more sentient? Upgrade how? As you upload your most recent gathering data into Failsafe's system, she activates her remote uplink to the helm holoprojector blinks to life. I have something for you, Captain. She says excited like her systems were as she initiates. Took me a while to replicate, but you've been helping me so much and I wanted to... Oh, this is like the weekly update thing. That's not it. There we go. Rising Chorus Act 2. Failsafe's lights gleam with excitement as you approach. Radiolite samplers feel heavy in your hands full of collected samples. You're back and with samples. I have performed a full system upgrade and I'm ready for action, Captain. Nothing can stop us now, not even a bug. Which I mentioned because there was one. Failsafe lowers her voice like a real bug. It crawled into the mainframe. Patched that sucker right out. She offers you her patch notes. Failsafe's 2.1 patch notes. Upgrade bug exterminated. Premium research bay installed. Tuned radiolayer sampler created. Favorite colors chosen. Processing power increased by 16.6%. Pride in shared accomplishment increased by 70%. An improved version of the sampling tool, courtesy of Failsafe's Read, allows you to collect these types of radiolite from sample episode activities. Iridescent, ivory, crimson, golden, azure. Due to the iridescent radiolite's unstable nature, it has a tendency to denature into simpler forms of radiolite during the sampling process. So they're more rare radiolite samples, but now our storage capacity has gone up to 100, so we can hold like a lot more. Because before it was like 200 grams, but now it's 1,000 grams, so now we can get like potentially 5. You place your specimen into Failsafe's newly installed research bay while Failsafe admires her new and improved setup. After a brief analysis, Failsafe detects a decrypted signal key transmitting from the new specimen. Vex portal connection key 4E495. Do me a solid and investigate that, Captain. I would like to take myself for a spin. This specimen is modified passcode. Open echo chests at the end of episode echo activities in the helm to decrypt the algorithms. Oh, dang it. Oh, Sunnyside version 2.0. Defeat enemies with solar abilities anywhere in the system. Oh, that just gives you an engram this time. That's a nice upgrade to bounties. There's one bounty that just provides you a guaranteed, like, extra piece of loot. Simple things. Oh, man, we have so many more things to upgrade. Now we get our hands on stuff. Requires Act 2 engram focusing upgrade. Heavy burst corrosion. That kind of looks like the Seraph, like, disparity, I think, from the Season of the Seraph. Just has a bunch of, Vex stuff on it. It's still pretty cool. I like that. I liked that original pulse rifle model. I like the whole tactical look to the weapons, and now they're vexified. And this one just looks like the 7th Seraph pistol, like service pistol, or sidearm. That looks really cool. I didn't realize that most of these weapons did look like 7th Seraph weapons. That doesn't really look like Officer Revolver. It looks more like Ice Luna. Doesn't really look like anything, really. I mean, most of these weapons are, like, some of them are, like, newer versions of it. I don't think I can deposit anything here, right? And that storage bay is probably for something else. Okay, so the weekly story mission's not over yet, so complete Battleground Conduct? Oh, it's Conduct on Nessus. It's another Battleground, okay. Nessus. Are we going even deeper again? 1997. Let's put that into Whisper, actually. I haven't had a reason to use Whisper. Maybe let's try it. I want to use Whisper for something. I know, like, recently the new seasonal artifacts are specifically for, what's it called? Like, solar... What is it called? Like, solar weapons. Solar sniper rifles. Just like a whole new line to open up down here. But I only have 12 of those, so I have to redo stuff here. Sniper's Meditation. Sniper rifle hits grant stacking sniper rifle damage stability reload bonuses for a short time. Heavy ammo sniper hits counts as more than one. Your ignitions do increased damage and an increased radius. Solar sniper rifle precision hits scorched targets. Okay, so we're just back here again. So now we're just going even deeper. Descend. Oh.
So, I'm, calculating the volume of radiolaria running through these tubes. It is about 20 million cubic miles per hour. That's a lot. Like, a lot. You need to find out where it's going.
Follow the flow, Guardian. It's all moving somewhere, and the conductor is controlling it.
Like, the majority of it is going to the center of the planet. Like, if they're building something. Are those people? Oh, those are people. We gotta keep an eye out for possible planetary pistons. The ball somehow got down into the center of the planet somehow. Should have figured out how they got down here. I hate when they like show up in places that don't make sense. Like the Cabal pilots are crazy, and they were able to get down here. I guess the Shadow Legion have ways of getting down here. I don't know. I just wanted to use it. It's something, right? I wanted to try using Whisper for at least for a little bit.
The Shadow Legion are an unnecessary complication.
Yeah, the Shadow Legion are
Cabal
here.
Scions have always had a keen interest in Vex technology, and the Echo is a strong incentive.
We crushed them on Neptune. We crushed them here.
Whatever it takes to keep the Echo out of their hands.
Golden radiolite? Iridescent radiolite. Man, the planet is like basically a giant Lego set of like connecting tunnels and holes. All this stuff used to be buried underneath like radiolaria. I can't imagine what was down here before. It was all under. It was basically all underwater. If that makes sense. See, look, Whisper came in useful for, like, 4 seconds. Oh! Lava?
Looks like you need my help, huh, Captain? Interfacing with the Vex terminal now.
Oh, crap. No wonder so many more planetary pistons are showing up, because we can actually hold more radiolite.
we done? The bad news is that more Vex are converging on your position.
So much Vex milk down here.
Look at all this radiolaria.
Right?
It fills the planet like a water balloon. What does the conductor want with it? If the conductor can control the flow of radiolaria here, it means they can control the Vex on Nessus.
Spreading it throughout the system would mean the conductor could bring more collectives under their yoke.
Control the Vex hive mind if they can control all the radiolaria here. Provides them such great influence. This is a huge temple of some sort. Why would they build all this architecture if no one was ever going to see it? Other than them. And we're not even at the core of the planet yet. This is such a huge area. We're traveling like a couple miles. Good thing is we haven't gone through any teleporters yet, so we haven't been teleported a massive distance yet. Eliminate Camarian? Radial Overseer?
There. The radiolaria flow is controlled from this chamber. Disrupt their operation.
Lights are shifting on this. Interesting, there's some sort of code happening. Can't shoot them. I can't tell if all of us need to be over here. Do all of us need to be standing here? No, it's something else. I wonder if all of us need to be standing on these instead. Yes, us standing on these, like, did something. There we go. Some sort of combination code we had to stand on or something.
The radiolaria is flowing, but we cannot follow its course.
We need a plan. Following it blindly will take precious time. There has to be a
Goes even
faster way.
deeper?
The radiolaria here may contain abnormalities compared to the samples I have collected over my centuries of isolation. I've had a long time to study this stuff. Bring some back, and I'll figure out what to do.
Failsafe, you need to know. If we succeed, it'll be because of your hard work here.
That is kind of you to say. However, if we fail, I abdicate all responsibility and will strike my involvement from our records. See you back at the helm, Captain.
It's like, if we succeed, I want credit, but if we freaking lose, I don't want anything to do with this. I like how cheeky she is. She's always had like an endearing quality to her with her dual personalities, but this season she's getting put front and center, which is always nice. That was not too bad. It's going to be turned into a battleground, so that's the activity on the lowest difficulty setting. So that was pretty cool. I was wondering what was happening because we were standing on stuff and nothing was going on, and I was like, "Are we in the wrong order? What's wrong?" I'm assuming there's going to be a three-peat where we go back in again. Does she want us to do something else? Oh, it's just speak with Failsafe. Okay, we're back.
Guardian, I hear that you are hard at work on Nessus, following the Echo and the Conductor. I know you do this in part for me, but I do not know if I am worth the trouble.
We've already gone back in time for you saying it's fine.
Pulled through Nessus like a toy on a string. The Conductor's words still echo in my mind. A copy of a copy of a copy. Osiris pushed through time to find his Saint-14's. He said he was careful, but he reached blindly, and he pulled out only me. And now, I live a life that does not belong to me. I am something left over from a broken timeline. A remainder. The Conductor whispered I should be thrown away. A solution as simple as correcting an error. And maybe that would... I do not know what to think anymore.
There's nothing of the timeline left to fix. We've succeeded against the Witness. There's nothing else wrong with him being here. I do not know if I am worth the trouble. The Conductor's words still echo in my mind. A copy of a copy of a copy. Osiris pushed through time to find his Saint-14, and now I live a life that does not belong to me. I do not know what to think anymore. I wonder if like the original Saint-14 was Russian still, or if he had a different accent. Failsafe is processing the data you have gathered in an attempt to locate the mysterious conductor. She'll contact you when she has a new theory. Oh, okay, so that's Act 1. So we just gotta wait again. A voice calling him itself the conductor seems to be responsible for the strange behavior of the Vex on Nessus. It appears to have the disturbing ability to control those who hear its voice. Holy hell, it's almost like Savathun, right? Like her Savathun song? Specimen ID. This is nothing to do with the weekly story mission. That's like an upgrade specific thing, where we do that to gain like the new research bay thing. That's all that is. It's probably something to unlock the new set of weapons we can grind for, so that's probably all that is. The weekly story is probably done at this point. Okay, let's see what's for the weekly terminal message.
You're only doing this to hurt yourself, and I will not be a part of it.
Osiris, answer the question I need to know.
It doesn't matter. Not like this.
It matters to me. Please. How did I first tell you that I loved you?
Saint. You had asked me for something, some tactical report. I gave it to you, and you thanked me, and you said that you loved me.
I know what he's doing.
You said it as if you had already said it 1,000 times before. I was not ready to say it in return, but it was not long until I was.
That is not... I do not remember it this way. That is not what happened in my...
Oh, man. Oh,
we were together in the tower, overlooking the city, talking about something small.
Oh.
And I said what I felt in that moment. And my Osiris did not hesitate to say the same.
Your Osiris. Saint, you love me. It doesn't matter how it or where that began, not in such fine detail. Saint!
He's comparing notes to see exactly what's wrong with the timeline. Where did you first tell me that you loved me? So there was a lore entry on one of the guns, I forget, and it depicted this exact scene and them talking about it, of Osiris being told by Saint that he loved him, and Osiris wasn't sure what to do with that info. He kind of just like, and he kind of just like stammered, and he kind of like walked away, and he was like, I knew, and he was like, it wasn't long after that you said the same to me, or that I would say the same to you. That's what Osiris remembers about his original Saint. From Saint-14's perspective, like, no, that's not when I first told you about it. Me and you were overlooking the city in the tower, and we were just enjoying the view, and I just told you that I love you, and then you said the exact same thing right then and there. Like, there was no hesitation. Oh, that must not feel good, because, yeah, he's, like, comparing notes between the realities, and the whole conductor thing telling him that he doesn't belong. It's starting to eat at him, that there's so many, like, so they got this Saint-14, and like they said it in the previous act, that he was as mathematically close to the original as humanly possible. But there's enough deviation there that it causes him to just like, not even doubt that Osiris loves him, but it makes him think that he doesn't belong here, that he's starting to feel out of place. I wonder if Elsie could talk to Saint about like the alternate timeline. She would be like an expert on this, right? On how to make him feel like he belongs, right? Because Elsie's also been through this iterative looping timeline shenanigans thing, where like she would be in the timeline for so long, the darkness would win, and the Traveler would send her back in time, and she would try her best to make sure things change or things would be different the next time around. But she was always interacting with the same person, the same people, and she always had to interact with her sister, and they always had to discuss things in a different way, and Elsie would have to like be careful not to say things too early, or not to give her too much info or lead her down a different path that, like, where it got her ultimately corrupted. So, I mean, she would be, like, an expert on this whole alternate timeline thing. I'm surprised they're not bringing her in on this and having her give Saint some much-needed advice to, like, calm and cool down his head. And because he's, like, this is bugging him now. And I do feel bad for him, because I can kind of get where he's coming from, where, like, it's almost like a dream. Like, it's close, but it's just off enough to where you feel like something is wrong, and it's something eating away at the back of your mind. Like, if everyone's had that scenario happen in, like, a dream they've had, where, like, you're enjoying it, it's great, but, like, again, there's something in the back of your mind telling you that something's not right, it doesn't feel right, and the more you dwell on it, the more you realize it's a dream, and it's not necessarily real in that instance, but everyone is telling Saint that, hey man, like, you belong here, dude, like, I love you, I don't want you to go anywhere, just stick around. And it's just eating away at him, and he just, I mean, it's kind of poignant that we're getting all of these Saint-14 weapons coming back again, like the Perfect Paradox and stuff like that, where we're getting their time traveling related weapons. And again, my original theory at the beginning of the season was that Saint-14 and Osiris were going to leave with each other and go travel the stars, but I think Saint, at the end of this episode, Saint-14 might just leave because he doesn't feel like he belongs anymore, and Osiris will leave to go find him. And that'll just be the end of their story for a good bit of time while they're, you know, off doing stuff. I mean, he could call himself Saint-15, I guess, since he's not the original Saint-14. It wouldn't be that big a deal. His logo wouldn't have to change that much, right? Just drop the I. It's just XV. I don't know. It is compelling. I feel bad for him with everything going on with us, with the witness being defeated. It just feels like people should just have their happy ending already. And Saint-14 and Osiris' happy ending is having to be pushed further into the future. I'm just surprised this hasn't come up before up until now. That Osiris, I mean, Osiris was replaced by Saint-14 for a good bit of time, so I guess they didn't have a lot of time to talk to each other and kind of, like, reminisce on stuff from the past. But I'm surprised that, like, when Saint is talking about Osiris, about them doing stuff that they used to do in the past, that not once ever did it ever come up that Osiris is like, what are you talking about? We never did that together. Like, are you sure? Because, like, they live long lives, right? So, like, maybe in the countless centuries of them being together, you think that maybe, like, once. Well, no. Because I guess Saint-14, we only recently brought him back to life in the Season of the Dawn. And they really didn't kickstart their relationship again until, you know, a couple months or years after that, so. But again, like, when they talked to each other, up until that point, they had been together with each other for centuries. And they never once talked about, like, their personal lives together and just, like, comparing notes. And it never came up that he was misremembering something, or he was reminiscing about a time that him and Osiris had together when Osiris was like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't remember that. It's compelling stuff. It's not like darkness-related timey-wimey stuff, right? It's just something that's always been there that no one's really had no one has ever had a chance to really look at closely and, like, delve into it very deeply. And, like, now that, like, and all it took was one person to pull on the thread of him not belonging here, and now it's turning into a whole big other mess. And it's cool. I like a more personal story. These personal stories, when we get these seasons where it's really about like a couple main characters dealing with some trauma. And yeah, there's a bad guy in the background, but, like, it's mostly the trauma bit that they're trying to work through. That's always good. Anyways, guys, that's my rant for this. That's what I think about the episode so far. It's going in a good way, in a good direction. Saint-14 and Osiris are really compelling characters, not just because they're gay, but because, you know, it's two of the old OG vanguards. I mean, why not do a story about them? And again, I assume this is going to be their last hurrah before these characters are sunset and they're pushed off to the side because they're technically no longer needed. Their mission's completed and they can finally be together and happy and get away from all this. Not because they want to, it's because they have to. They just need their time now. Like, and Osiris only has so much time left before he's his final life is outlived because he's, you know, he's old and he's getting only older. And yeah, it's good stuff. Anyways, we're gonna call it here for this episode, guys. If you've been watching up until this point, be sure to leave a like down below and be sure to subscribe. Gonna try to work on the raid video soon when I have some time. We're gonna jump back into Doom Eternal. I said that I was going to maybe do another Doom Eternal video, maybe do a full playthrough for that game if that video got like 50 views or 5 likes, whichever one happened first, and you guys smashed it to the point where I'm like, well, I guess a lot of people wanted to really watch a Doom Eternal playthrough, so maybe we'll do it. We still have other games coming out on the horizon in a few months. Space Marines will be coming out. We'll be doing stuff for that when that eventually comes out. Killing Floor 3, whenever eventually that comes out. I have some ideas from other future games we can do for sure. We're working our way through Gears of War. I think as of right now, the Gears of War 3 is almost wrapped up. Gears of War Judgment is also wrapped up. I played through that in like an afternoon, and yep, that game kind of sucks. So those videos are going to be coming out in like almost in rapid fire just to get those games out of the way, or just to get that game out of the way. Then we'll jump into Gears 4 and 5, and then we'll wait for Gears Tactics when E-Day gets, you know, closer to launch. Another game I was playing in the background that I'm kind of interested in is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I don't know why, but I've been getting really into like my Yu-Gi-Oh! Phase again, where I'm collecting the cards again. I'm playing the games, or I'm playing the card game more often. I'm buying, you know, the card packs in order to build up my deck again, like my real-life deck. I want to try to do a series where, like, I try to assemble my real-world deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and I play against other players with that. Maybe we'll do some videos about just grinding in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Maybe I'll try to get my deck as close as I can, and then, like, we'll try to grind for the rest of the cards in the series, and just, you know, play for fun. Helldivers is slowed down at this point. I think we're going to be done with that for a while until a really big content drop comes out for that. Maybe, like, a new enemy race to fight against. Yeah, I mean, other than that, guys, that's all I really got for the channel for the time being. We'll catch you guys all in the next episode, and again, if you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that like button, please. It helps with the algorithm. I appreciate you guys. See you next time.